Hi there. So I sat down today with a blank gessoed page, but not a plan in mind. But I thought, well, you need color, right? And since I hadn't used my Alex brand creamy crayons in a while, I grabbed them, decided that's what I would start with. And I chose orange and blue and purple and started laying on the color. I moistened the paper a little bit with my fingers, some water, and added the color. Started blending with my fingers and decided to use a baby wipe instead. And each time I changed to a different color to blend, I would turn the baby wipe so I wouldn't contaminate the colors, keeping them from smearing and mixing together except right at the edges. So I got that all blended out, and it needed to be brought together. So I used some yellow, scraped it on with a credit card, kind of blended in the other colors together by laying that yellow on top of it. Okay, that's looking pretty good, but I still don't have a plan. Old jelly paper. Trying to use up this page of jelly paper, jelly print. So I tore it into strips and glued it on. That adds more color and texture. So far, so good. If I can just find my glue. There it is. Okay, get those glued on. I've really been loving my spackling paste lately, so more texture is always good, and I think every page needs a little bit of black and a little bit of white on it, so I'm putting on some texture with the Delusions letter jumble stencil here and there across the page. And my camera cut off just as I was about to put on some stamps with those X's. I used the creamy crayons for that as well. Now I've moved on to these little leaf flourishes. It hit me that these green jelly print strips remind me of branches, and branches need leaves, right? So I used this flourish stamp that I do not remember where I got to make some leaves. And if you've got branches and leaves, what else do you think you might need but a bird, right? So I sketched out a bird on this ledger paper. And another contraption here that ended up looking more like a beehive than what I meant for it to. It's supposed to be a bird cage, but it looks kind of like a beehive actually. In a little bit, yet when my camera cuts off again, I had lifted that off and replaced it with a better shape that I think more resembles a bird cage. So I'm going to glue these down. My plan is coming together. I'm just down to thinking through the details now. My camera cut off so many times today, it was driving me crazy. I don't know why it was doing that. Birdie needs some legs. There we go. And a little beak. Okay, Now I think right here is where I decided to peel off that beehive and add a better looking bird cage. There it is. And now I put a little of the pink crayon, creamy crayon, on some more ledger paper to make a little wing for the birdie. And also putting a damp brush to the end of the crayon, kind of brighten up that wing a little bit. Dry it off and then give it some shadows. A little highlight in the eye. And some shadows around the bird cage and the bird. A chain to hang it by the branch. And now I add my sentiment with some fake calligraphy. Off camera, I ended up coming back and adding some highlights to those letters as well. One of my favorite new stamps from Kaiser Craft. It's called Tiny Dots. It just kind of adds a little extra touch to the pages sometimes. And then I'm putting in some ink around the border, just to kind of frame the picture. Add a date stamp. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please click like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.